Welcome back into the show. She's a lifestyle blogger that you've seen all around the Bay Area, and she is now joining us live in studio to give us a little bit of a deep dive into how you can have a staycation in wine country. We're now joined by Tillie Adelson. Tillie, thank you so much for joining us on Live in the Bay.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to talk all things Napa, one of my favorite topics, and lifestyle in general.
Yes, very exciting. Well, let's start with your blog.
Yeah.
What first inspired you to start a lifestyle blog?
So I started it in 2013, which has almost been 10 years, which is hard to believe. And it was because I was going to fashion school. I was living in New York at the time, and blogs were becoming more popular. And people were, you know, kind of asking me, oh, where did you get this? Or this is cute. And then I just thought, oh, I should start a blog and see where it goes and start taking photos and then talking about it and telling people where to shop, what to do. And then over the last 10 years, it's obviously evolved with social media. So there's the Instagram component. So I have my blog, mystilettolife.com, and then also my Instagram at Tillie Adelson, which is my name, and pretty much span my content between the two channels. So
you give people everything when it comes to lifestyle, but today specifically, we're going to be talking about staycations in Napa, which you already mentioned one of your favorite places. Let's first break down some of the best places to stay in the areas.
Okay, yeah. So in the last 5 years, I've been going to Napa my whole life, but the last 5 years I've gotten much more acquainted with it as an adult, and I've stayed in a few different places. So for the family people out there, you know, you're bringing a big family with you, kids, you're bringing your dog, I would recommend Vista Colina. It's a huge property. They have tons of different activations, wineries, dog friendly, all of that good stuff. Now, if you want to go somewhere like a little more romantic and have a cozy weekend, I would recommend the Setting Inn. It's right near Yountville. Really small property, has its own wine. You can do tastings there. It's off a vineyard. Ride bikes to Yountville, which is totally amazing. I'm not a great bike rider, so if I'm saying that, like, I literally learned how to ride a bike when I was 13. So anyways, but they have safe,
never too late to learn, right?
I know, they have safe bike trails, and it's really fun. And then if you want to go somewhere really interesting and cool up in Calistoga, it's called Indian Springs Resort, and their pools are made from the the Calistoga hot springs. So the water is hot, but it's really interesting experience and a beautiful property. And if you want to go really luxury, I would say the Four Seasons in Calistoga, and that's like a treat. So.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you really laid it down for us.
I've been to I've stayed at all of those places, so this is personal experience, and that's
amazing.
Comes with my blog. You know, I try to only, pretty much for the most part, blog and talk about places that I've actually been and I can recommend. So
yes, which is super helpful to so many people out there who too many options, don't know where to go, and now that we know where to go. What are we going to wear?
Exactly. Okay, so this is arguably my favorite part, like the fashion piece of it, because when I did start my blog, it was centered around fashion initially. So if you're going the next 3 months, it's still going to be warm, for sure. So let's start over here with some of the clothing. I would definitely recommend a beautiful maxi dress with a great print. This has a halter to it, so you'll stay cool.
And it's light. It's very lightweight.
Lightweight, so if you're in the vineyard or you're at a winery, you can wear this and feel really cool. I would definitely also recommend a hat to keep you out of the sun. We have some other hats here, keep you shaded.
And it does get hot down in Napa Valley, right?
It gets very warm, especially right now in the summer, July, August, and even through September, and sometimes early October.
Oh my goodness.
So it's warm there. Like if it's warm in the Bay Area, I would add 10 degrees when you're in Napa. So anything lightweight, these kind of summer dresses are perfect. A little summer kind of bag to take with you, and wedges. This is a hot tip, a pro tip, because
please, we need all the pro tips.
Exactly, this is a pro tip. Wear a wedge. I mean, obviously, I love stilettos.
The thick sole.
Exactly. If you're going to be in Napa, you want that height and the heel and the fashion. Wear a wedge because you might be on uneven pavement, a dirty road, but like it's beautiful, obviously. It's a vineyard, but you don't want to break an ankle. So the wedge is the perfect solution for that. And then in the evening, you can wear a cute little sandal with a heel, have your sunnies on.
Switch it up a little bit, right?
Switch it up from evening to night. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be a day to night thing. You're on vacation. I change my outfits probably like 4 times a day.
Well, speaking of some of these outfits, the ones that you showed us, you mentioned the lightweight material. Why do you think that the lightweight is better when it comes to going wine tasting, walking around, doing all that?
Because you're moving around a lot. So normally, most people when they're wine tasting Napa go to a couple wineries a day. it's just easier and it's hot. Like, you know, we mentioned that's no joke. So just having the lightweight is really great, and you'll just feel really comfortable. And then in the evening you can throw on a blazer.
Switch it up a little bit, like you said, to kind of have
more like, you know, cool, I'm business, but I'm casual. So.
Yes, okay, so we know where we're staying. We know what we need to wear.
Yes.
Now, what about where we should go specifically to taste the wine?
Right, so of course, that's one of the main reasons people go to Napa. I know food is big too in Napa, but obviously Napa Valley is known for its wine tasting, and it actually has, I guess, similar regions to parts of Italy where they make wine also. So that's why it's so fruitful when it comes to making wine. It's so well known. So one of my favorite places to go, William Hill Estate Winery. It's on this beautiful hill overlooking rolling vineyards. You feel like you're, speaking of Italy, in Tuscany, quite literally. They have amazing Chardonnays, which they specialize in, reds. They also have this awesome picnic that you can opt into with all these gourmet goodies. We have Napa Nuts, which is local. We have these great cheeses, Marin French.
Gourmet berry mix too, I see over there.
Gourmet berry mix, Napa Nuts, and kind of a curveball, in-house made pate, which is a spread, which I just learned Olivia has never tried. So we're gonna do a taste test, but I feel like if you're going to Napa, pate's sort of always on the menu.
So it's a staple, because I haven't been to Napa, so that's a little bit of a staple over there, right?
I would say it's not necessarily a staple, but it goes well kind of with the idea of wine tasting, and eating cheese and fruits and nuts and a little pate, you know, so.
Yes, of course.
It's definitely, I think, a good one for you to try, so.
Well, speaking of, I think that we should actually try a little bit of the wine, and then we can get some pate in there together. This is
You're gonna do it?
a monumental moment, Tillie. I'm going to try the pate. So maybe we could pour a little bit of wine, and then tell our viewers, what is this wine that we're drinking? You said it's from William Hill.
Yeah, so it's William Hill Estate Winery. It's a Chardonnay, and it's from 2019. So
amazing. Well, let's give it a little bit of a try.
Have these.
And can you describe the taste of this one to our viewers who may be interested?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
A little
amazing
taste test.
We'll do a little cheers to Tillie Lifestyle and Napa Valley.
Life. Thank you. Yeah, so I'd say it's like definitely kind of a sweeter blend, but it's not too sweet.
It's a crisp. It's very crisp too.
Which
sweet,
I like.
Crisp, not too sweet though. You have to have that like happy medium.
I agree. I'm not huge on really sweet wines, so this is a really nice Chardonnay for that. So
okay, so this one, William Hill, I like this one a lot. Chardonnay. I'm usually a red wine drinker, but this is very tasty.
They have the red also, a red blend from 2018 that, you know, if you ever go up there to taste, you can obviously have plenty of reds. And speaking of reds, Hall Wines is really great for red wine tasting. And they're kind of like, whenever I go to Napa, I will pop in there because they just have a beautiful property right next to a vineyard and like just reliable Cabernets. If you're looking for something less off the beaten path, maybe you don't really know where you want to go, you want to start easy, Péjus is right off the main highway, and they have a beautiful property, and it's kind of like an easy way to start.
Okay.
And then there's wineries all up and down the Silverado Trail, so
amazing.
You really can't miss it.
You can't miss it. There's a little something for everyone. Okay, we have come to the moment where we're going to try this pate. Now I need your guidance here. So maybe just start me off with a little, bit on the edge of the cracker.
Okay. Yeah. So this is their in-house at William Hill Estate Winery. It's their in-house pate.
Okay.
And
so I'm going to dig in like, I'm just going to do exactly what you do. I'm going to do a little bit less.
Yeah, okay, I know, I got a big one here. But, you know, I've eaten pate.
Okay,
pretty much fine with
let's cheers the pate.
Okay, cheers, pate.
Cheers. Here we go.
What do you think? Thoughts?
Not bad.
Right?
It really isn't bad. It's a little, so for those, if you're not a salt lover, go light. Maybe just try a little bit, but it's good.
Yeah, no,
it really is
tasty. It has like I don't even know how to describe the flavor, to be honest, but it has kind of like a meaty flavor. It's not overbearing, and because it's in a spread, it just kind of goes with the crackers so perfectly.
Amazing. It was so delicious. So was the wine. Tillie, thank you so much for joining us here on Live in the Bay.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and giving us a little bit of an insight on how we can explore Napa Valley.
There's so many good things to do. So I blog about Napa all the time. So you want to head to my blog, mystilettolife.com. search Napa Valley, you'll see a bunch of posts that will come up with all these different categories separated, and
amazing.
yeah, you'll be in good hands.
So our guests will be in wonderful hands. Thank you so much. Now, if you want to follow Tillie for yourself, we have a link on our website at liveinthebay.tv for you to connect. Stay right here. After the break, we will have a look at what's coming up on tomorrow's show as we take a look back at some of our great guests from the week.